Hey, Sharnold.
Yeah, Zach.
I have a question. Do you have any favorite segments from The Muppet Show? And also, is there any way that you can sort of tie that favorite segment into Marvel Comics? And more specifically, something we've already talked about on this show? I'm really hoping for a miracle with this one. Go, random bullshit, go! Well, when you put it like that, I don't have an argument for you.
Depending on what year it is and who's writing the story.
God. Spoiler alert.
Delicious.
That's thematically confusing. I liked it more the other way when it was fuck balls crazy.
What was the point of any of this?
I don't fucking know.
Yay!
Yay! Hey, everybody. Bargain. Sorry. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Doombots Marvel Podcast. We're your Doombots. I'm Zach.
And I'm Sharnold.
And this is the best Marvel podcast on the internet.
Depending on how you define best.
And if you define it as about the Muppets, for some reason,
No.
I guess they both start with M?
Yeah, well, it's about my particular favorite Muppet segment.
Okay, so after we did Cyberpunk, now it's a fucking free-for-all and we can just do anything we want all the time? Okay, cool.
Well, because my favorite segment from the original Muppet Show is Pigs in Space.
Okay.
And I hear that
Okay.
like audio clip in my head, like just constantly.
Is this a thing that I should know about?
I mean, we've definitely established it before.
What have we established? What is being established? That space exists or there are pigs in it?
Yes, exactly.
What are you talking about? Off the bat, what are you talking about?
Pigs being another term for fascists. And
Okay.
And there's one particular fascist character that spent a lot of time in space that we mentioned but didn't talk about.
Hold the fuck on. Is this an Iron Man episode?
Yes, it is.
You son of a bitch. Is this about the Muppets at all?
Well, in my mind, it's about pigs in space.
This is a level of tangentiality, which I don't even know if that is a word, that I'm not sure how to deal with this.
It's not tangential, it's subjective. In my mind, it's not tangential at all. It's part of the experience.
Right, but when you told me we were going to be talking about Muppets, at no point... I thought like, oh, it's a Muppet crossover with Marvel, maybe? That sounds kind of cool.
That would be funny and interesting, yeah.
Yeah. But instead, it's just not about the Muppets. It's just about a fully other thing.
Kind of,
Because you're completely insane.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Iron Man was sheriff on the moon.
Yeah, that's what we're talking... What fucking... Hold on. You know, it would have been weird enough if you had just started it with that part.
Yeah, but pigs in space.
My favorite part of all of this is I don't even get that reference. It's not a shared reference between the two of us, and we both like, oh yeah, I remember pigs. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't like start to finish. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. I get that it is a segment from the Muppets.
It was Lost in Space, except they were pigs.
Okay, but I don't have any I don't have any memory of this, and so it's just for you, and then it is not that.
Yeah, it is. It's funny for me.
No, I get that it's funny for you. I mean, it's funny for me in the way that it's funny when someone's having some sort of delusional episode.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you know, when they want to stab you and stuff.
Okay, so
What
Iron
is
Man was
happening?
sheriff on the moon.
When? Why? What? What does that mean? How many people get to be sheriff on the moon? I feel like it was somebody else's job too.
Just one. No, nobody else was ever
Have
sheriff.
we talked about this? Iron Man being sheriff on the moon?
We mentioned that Iron Man was sheriff on the moon, but I don't think we discussed the story at all.
How did that come up that we talked about that? Just talking about moon, how much shit goes on the moon?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot. Lots of shit happens on the moon.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
That comes up in this story.
Iron Man was sheriff on the moon?
I'm going to go into this with hope and optimism
Okay.
and positivity.
Okay.
3 of my trademark calling cards.
Let me tell you something that is going to legitimately change not just like your hopes, but actually your expectations for this story.
Okay, well, I said I was going into positivity, so if you're changing that means I'm going to immediately hate it.
No.
Okay.
You were going to try to go at it with positivity because in your heart you didn't actually believe it's going to be good. But it was written by Al Ewing.
I mean...
And so now immediately you're like, oh, is it actually going to be good?
Look, Al Ewing did some crazy shit with Immortal Hulk.
He's done lots of crazy shit.
And they haven't all been home runs,
Yeah.
but I am more inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt story-wise.
So then this, I don't think that you know this other creator enough to have an opinion about them one way or another.
Try me.
Kieran Gillen is the one.
I do, because I always confused him with Karen Gillian
Right.
from The Thing, from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why I needed to say Marvel's in the start of that, but he wrote something that we talked about that I really liked, though, I think.
He's written a lot of Marvel stuff. He wrote a decent chunk of stuff on Krakoa.
Okay, it must have just been
So,
Krakoa, really.
Yeah.
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 I do know the name, though.
Yeah, because Kieran Gillen, after Jonathan Hickman left, if Krakoa could have been said to have a head writer, it would be Kieran Gillen.
I'm sure that's how it came up when
Yeah.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Did Kieran Gillen have anything to do with the whole stuff with Mr. Sinister's 4 people, personalities, and all that stuff?
Very much so, yeah.
Okay, I'm sure
I don't know
that's-
specifically which parts of that he wrote, because that was like the crossover that was
no.
everything.
I do have a vague memory of blaming him for my mood being soured through sheer madness.
Yeah.
Let's I'm going in with hope.
Okay. So it was Kieran Gillen's idea, and he started it, and then they wrote a couple issues together, and then Al Ewing finished it. Is
Oh, interesting. Okay.
how it worked. So Iron Man is Sheriff on the Moon. Let's start with point A.
Yes.
Okay. In Kieran Gillen's run of Iron Man, he left Earth and went to space.
Why?
Well, things weren't going great, and he had to kill a bunch of people.
Okay.
Okay, so the Extremis virus, you have a basic idea
Yes.
of what that is. It turns people into fire-breathing superhumans.
In the movies, it does. In the comics,
Yes.
it does too.
Sometimes they're fire-breathing. It turns them into enhanced individuals, and they can be enhanced in different ways.
I thought the Extremis virus was just like how he did his suit thing.
So what he did with the Extremis virus is he enhanced himself so that he could mentally interface with his suit, so that there was no lag time.
Oh, okay. So it's nonsense. It's just free for all nonsense. That's a panacea for anything you need solved.
Yes, because
Got it.
what it does is it. So in theory, this is the operating theory, is that your brain knows what your body is supposed to be like, and that's why, like, when you get a cut or lose your hair or whatever, like it grows back correctly because your brain has a map of your body. And so if you rewrite that map, your own brain will rewrite your physical body and into something different.
Okay.
So the first ones did fire breathing.
I mean, like that's not even correct. Your programming, okay. It
And
doesn't
then-
matter. It
and
doesn't
then-
matter if it's correct. It doesn't matter if it's anything.
And then Tony did interfacing with technology. So
All things that your brain should know how to do.
right. So then Maya Jansen, I want to say, is the name of the scientist who created it.
I think it is in the movie anyway.
Oh, cool. So she died, and then people stole the Extremis and sold it to like the highest bidders, and Tony killed them all.
Oh, okay.
Basically, he was like, Extremis is too dangerous to exist at all.
Did he get
So-
rid of it for himself?
Yes, he had already lost it by this point in time.
okay.
Yeah, when Norman Osborn became the head of S.H.I.E.L.D., he had to erase his brain and reboot his body. And so in that process, he lost the Extremis.
That's good. All good. All words that I get.
Tony reboots his body a lot.
Okay.
Like he's just kind of a robot. But we might get to that if we have time. We'll see.
I have a very strong feeling that we will not have time
So the point is
in our lives. I mean, not even in this podcast episode, just in the course of our natural lives.
So he had to kill some people, and
Sure.
he felt bad about it. And he wasn't doing great, like, with his company, I guess. I don't know. But he was just like, the future isn't just here on Earth. The future's out there. And so he went to go explore. And one thing he did was he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy and had sex with Gamora.
Okay. Okay.
Because, just
Sure.
if you're going to be Tony and you're going to be on the Guardians of Galaxy,
You gotta
you're
fuck
gonna
something or
have
your dick's
sex.
gonna explode.
Exactly. Just like in real life.
I mean, in the Guardians, in the comics,
Yeah.
are Gamora and Star-Lord like a thing?
Off and on, complicated from time to time. Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, they weren't. So,
So he didn't break up the relationship or anything like that?
correct.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other thing that he did is he met a guy named Recorder 451.
His birth name, his Christian name? Recorder
Well,
451?
I don't know if Christ ever visited Rigel.
What a great,
Because he's a Rigelian
What a
recorder.
philosophical question for the ages. Okay.
You know the Rigelians because
Oh, yeah, for sure.
the reason that Thor met the High Evolutionary in the High Evolutionary's first appearance is because Jane Foster had gone to Mount Wundagore.
Yes. I do remember all of that for some reason.
Okay, the reason that Jane Foster left New York is because her roommate
Yes,
was a
Rigelian.
Rigelian.
That's
yes.
Okay. Was there a plot involved? The roommate was trying to get information or something?
No, she just wanted Thor to go away.
Okay.
And Thor kept coming to their apartment to see Jane. And she was like, well, this is not going to work if I'm going to try an evil scheme. I got to get rid of Jane somehow.
Okay, so
So anyways, the Rigelians are a known quantity in Marvel space.
gotcha.
What the Rigelian recorder had done, we don't need to get into the details of this. This is how Tony found out he was adopted. While deep in space.
Okay.
Okay, so the Rigelian recorder came to Howard Stark when Howard Stark was trying to get pregnant with Maria,
Nope.
the mom.
Trying to get Maria pregnant.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
However they do
that
it
couple
in your Earth
was
culture.
very progressive for this 50s or 60s or whatever.
And basically, he was like, I can't intervene with you guys directly because that would make you a target for like other space empires. But I do like humans, and I want you guys to like hurry up with your technology and like get out into space. So I'm going to genetically modify your baby in the womb so that he'll be super smart.
But wasn't Howard already super smart?
Howard was already smart, yeah. So what Howard did is he was watching the recorder, experiment on the baby and stuff, and he noticed that there was a kill switch of some kind. And so he did his own reverse engineering machinations that fucked everything up. And so the baby that was is Arno Stark, the brother,
Okay.
who had a degenerative disease, so he had to stay in what was functionally an iron lung his whole life.
Right. And he's an AI thing.
He's an AI
Not
now.
but I mean, he's in a virtual reality world.
Yeah, that's how that story ended.
Okay.
And Tony was then adopted to replace the baby so that the Rigelian recorder wouldn't notice that Howard had messed with his stuff.
That's... okay.
And
Why did Howard do that?
Okay, because he had found what he called a kill switch in there. So some of the stuff the Rigelian had messed with enabled him to destroy the baby if he ever wanted to. And Howard was like, oh, you can't have that. But then his counter messing around didn't do great. And also in such a way that Maria could never get pregnant again.
I mean, he fucked that up as badly probably as you could outside of just killing the kid.
Yes. Well...
And then the weird, awkward trying to cover it up thing, it's like...
It's very weird. But the whole reason the Rigelian recorder had done that is because he was trying to create something to pilot the Godkiller armor.
Oh my God! What is? I mean, off the bat, there's so many things happening. Well, you're throwing a lot at me here right now, and I'm trying to. I'm staying positive, man. But there's a lot going on here.
The Godkiller armor was designed to kill Celestials.
Why? By who?
The aspirants.
Oh, okay.
So, long ago, in time before time,
fuck, man. Okay.
The aspirants were the godlike beings that are essentially celestials that wanted everything to stay exactly the same. And the celestials were the versions that were like, nah, like, let's change and evolve and be cool. And the aspirants were like, no, we murder you. And the celestials won that war. But Rigelian Recorder 451 had put together some aspirant armor called the Godkiller armor to fight Celestials.
Why? I hate to ask that question.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, so he wanted to manipulate genetically Howard Stark's kid.
Right.
So he could power the Godkiller armor.
Right. And so when he...
Howard Stark fucked that up.
Yes.
And then adopted Tony.
Right.
Who then happened to also just be... insanely
super smart and an armor building guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Just happenstantially.
Then did it ever come up where he was supposed to put on that armor?
Yes, and he couldn't pilot it.
And was Rigelian like, what the fuck, bro?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what... okay.
And so then somehow Tony discovered the truth. He probably found like his dad's diary or some shit like that. But basically the Rigelian...
I would not write this down. If I fucked up that badly, that shit's going with me to the grave, and no one's going to understand what's going on.
But so the recorder just kind of like gave up, and it was like,
you guys are assholes. I'm leaving.
You guys ruined everything. So,
although it doesn't sound like a good plan. Like, what?
I mean, the plan was so convoluted, and other than like helping humanity develop, I don't remember what the deal with the Godkiller armor was.
Okay, how does any of this translate to the moon?
The point is, Tony's in space.
Okay,
this is his in space era, and so he has armor that can take him to space.
Okay, now does he see the moon and think, oh, too much freedom, not enough laws and fascism?
Yes, but all it's there's a specific order in which this happens.
Okay.
So first, the moon tries to blow up Hollywood.
No. Okay. Okay.
So Tony Stark had built like a early warning system so that if anything came from outside the solar system, he would be able to like detect it. And, be ready for it by the time it got to Earth. And then just like out of nowhere, this giant missile type thing is headed towards Hollywood. And he's like, well, I would have known, I should have sensed it. And it turns out he didn't because it came from inside the solar system because it came from the moon.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
That's a bad system. Because Thanos is from fucking Uranus,
Titan,
right?
Yeah.
That's in our solar system.
It is, yeah.
Like most of the aliens that we've fought, especially big bads and stuff, they're all on moons and shit that are in our solar system.
Yeah, I mean, not all
if
of
you
them,
could
but
set an early warning sign for outside the solar system, why would you not just set it for like within the orbit of the 2 planets around Earth?
yeah. No, I mean, he could have, but he
Or
didn't.
have multiple early warning signs. That's I mean, I guess that still wouldn't have triggered for the moon.
Yeah.
But what?
Okay, so Tony can tell that the missile came from the moon, so he uses his space to go to the moon.
Uses his suit?
His spacefaring Iron Man suit.
Okay.
Sorry, I abbreviated that as just the word space.
I thought maybe he knew how to like manipulate wormholes and shit. I'm sure he could if they wrote
Probably.
it that way.
Yeah. And there's a robot there named Udarnik. And he's like, you guys left me all alone. And so he tries to kill Tony and
Who did?
well, so Tony ends up saving Udarnik from like a big explosion that they'd put together. So he was a 70s Russian robot that landed on the moon right after humans stopped going to the moon. Mm-hmm. And so he was sad and alone, and he wanted people to be coming back to the moon.
Why you don't send sentient robots to the moon and leave them there? I don't feel that that's like takes a genius to figure out isn't going to go well.
Yeah, the guy who created him, he was Russian, and he wasn't supposed to be doing that, so he didn't tell anyone that he had done it. And then the KGB killed him, so nobody knew that it was there. And then he talks about how there's all this random shit happening on the moon, like, you know, cosmic rays that hit the Fantastic Four, and the Phoenix Force died there, and the Beyonder.
All these fucking vampires.
And all the vampires, too. And basically, this shit that he calls moon blood, but then Tony calls it phlogiston. It was a substance on the moon that was so powerful that it was going to revolutionize everything about the human race. And Tony was like, well, we have to destroy it all. Just like, yeah, Tony's weird that way. Like, if Tony were around in the 40s, he would have single-handedly dismantled the Manhattan Project. Right, he's so worried about technology becoming weapons that he actively destroys technology.
But except for the technology that he then makes into weapons, like drone swarms and like crazy shit like that.
Right, he's allowed to have it, but it's really important that other people don't have it.
Well, then why didn't he just take control of this stuff?
Well, so that's what he was going to do. But then Udarnik sent a signal to Earth saying, hey, everybody, you should come get this phlogiston. And then people started coming, and he was like, yay, more people coming to the moon.
I mean, I get it.
But since Tony was there first...
Uh-huh. No, I mean...
he got to be sheriff.
But why does Tony... I mean, okay, I'm not even going to get into the logistics of moon ownership. Like, no country owns the moon.
No, it wasn't countries. It was like organizations.
It's much worse. Well,
And
equally bad.
So, like, AIM sent some people secretly.
How is AIM allowed to still exist?
Well, they're functionally a secret society. Like, they don't.
How are they allowed to own the moon?
well, so they sent a clone to the moon that people didn't know was a clone. He had been specifically manufactured to be like the best CEO, like that was cool and everyone would love. And
Jesus, it sounds like the dog cartoon character from The Simpsons.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
okay.
So anyway, and then also Doom. Because, of course, if there's a magic element on the moon that is going to revolutionize the future of all humanity,
Yeah,
Doom would want
to be involved in that.
And there's a really funny scene where he goes to visit the Doombots, because, of course, Dr. Doom didn't come himself.
Yeah, no, we were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we said, how dare you imply that we are not the one true Doom? And then Iron Man's like, well, first of all, there are 5 of you.
That's pretty great.
And that was pretty hilarious.
That's pretty great.
So,
The
then
Doombots. Hold on. This opens up a whole new thing I hadn't thought about before.
Yeah,
Do the Doombots know they are Doombots?
not always.
So are some of the Doombots like they themselves believe they are Doom?
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's fucking weird, man.
so if there were 5 Doombots there, he specifically says 5.
Each of them would
each
think
of
the
them-
other was a Doombot.
Right. Each
but
of them
that they
would
were
think
the
that,
real one.
correct.
That's fucking weird, man.
And there's a Doombot named Doombot.
I think he has to know, right?
He does, but his programming still makes him insist that he is Doom. And so he'll declare, how dare you be mean to Dr. Doom? And then he says, which I am not. I know that.
Oh man, that's so weird. Okay, anyway.
So basically Iron Man's whole thing as sheriff, and Udarnik is his deputy.
Now, when you say sheriff,
Yeah.
like, is there a town he's trying to protect?
It's gold mining. It's futuristic. It's outlaw town on the moon mining
damn
for
it.
phlogiston. It's a western.
God
But
damn it, Charles.
Now you want to read it?
I'm so mad at you right now. Ah, fuck. That sounds so good. Fuck.
And basically,
That
Tony.
sounds fantastic. One of my favorite movies is a space western.
Uh-huh.
It's called Outland. It was Sean Connery, and he plays the sheriff of a mining operation on Io, one of the moons in Jupiter, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And like it's a mystery and a conspiracy, and it's basically High Noon, but with like an alien aesthetic.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a Western ethos, but with an alien aesthetic. And it's so good. And this sounds pretty.
It's a lot like that. Yeah.
I love this so much.
And so Tony's whole thing is
God damn it.
towing the line between not looking like he's trying to like just maintain order and help everybody get along, but secretly undermining everybody's mining attempts because he doesn't actually want anyone to get any of the phlogiston.
Now, is there a selfish element? Like he wants it for himself?
So, no, he just wants to make sure that humanity doesn't get it, because if humanity gets it, they're going to make weapons and they're going to all kill themselves. Tony is convinced of this. And one of the side effects of phlogiston that he discovers, but no one else is able to discover, is megalomania, obsession, psychosis, hallucinations, and eventually death.
And that's not just him.
Well, he's the only one who has actually been exposed to the mineral.
Okay, but what I'm saying is... What I'm
Those
saying
aren't just
is that might not
descriptions of
be
him.
the effect of everyone. Those might be things you are already dealing with.
Well, they're going to get worse.
That's going to go well then.
And specifically, the reason that he knows this is because he was able to use sci-fi technology from Recorder 451. And he specifically mentions that he doesn't know how it worked, so he couldn't share the results with, say, Reed Richards. And so only he gets to know this, because if he tried to tell anyone else, he couldn't, like,
I feel
show
there
them.
are so many smart people who we could just like be like, hey, come check out this crazy shit.
I feel like he should have called any of the other heroes and not just been alone on the moon.
Well, they can all get there.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently anybody can just get there whenever they want to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like,
We
isn't
could get
Storm
there.
the queen?
Oh, Storm's not the Queen of Mars until the
Queen of Mars, not Moon. Got it.
But yeah, that's not till the Krakoan era, which only started like 3 or 4 years ago. So a good decade after
I guess
this.
my point was there's too many things happening. But like, call Reed, call
Right.
Banner. Right? Is Banner around?
I have no fucking clue where Banner was
Or
in
Pym,
2012.
Or
Sure.
the devil dinosaur Moon Girl?
Moon Girl. I don't think Moon Girl existed yet in 2012 because I think she's 10 years old right now.
Riri, is she around?
Riri wouldn't have existed yet.
Ironheart?
No. 2012 was a long fucking time ago.
Blue Marvel.
I don't think he existed yet either.
Did Marvel Comics not exist before 2012? What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, this was before Doctor Doom became God,
yes,
right? So, like, this is a long time ago in terms of Marvel Comics.
There were still smart people.
There were still lots of smart people.
Spider-Man.
Sure, I mean, even Spider-Man, because this is post-Civil War, so, yeah, he would know Peter.
There's so many people you could just be like, hey... But check this shit out because I think I'm going crazy.
They wrote it off with a line of dialogue saying, even I barely understand Recorder 451's technology, and certainly no one else would believe me. Maybe that was the megalomania already setting in.
That's what I'm saying, but that's the already setting in from 15 to 20 years ago through now.
Right.
Like, that he already foofed when he was on Earth.
He did, yeah. So the point being, he's like dealing with that and not being able to trust his own mind as he goes through being sheriff. And like one of the things
that's what you want from your law enforcement professionals. Not being able to trust your own mind and severe chemical induced hallucinations.
So
Jesus Christ. like everything you're describing now is like horrifying. And also what an interesting... Like, I want to make an old school Western, but where the sheriff is losing his fucking mind and keeps
that
like...
would be interesting.
But you see it from his perspective. Okay,
so
here's the movie.
Know,
TM. You see it, like, there's all these gang members and like cowboys and robbers, and he has to defend this town. And in reality, you see the second half of the film is what's really happening, and he is just wholesale murdering innocent people because he thinks they're crazy, like, gangsters. Fuck, that's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And like the main gangster you're going after is simply a good guy trying to stop the sheriff who's lost his mind, but you don't know it till the second half.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's a great
Let's
movie.
make that movie. Okay. Let's edit that part out because I want to make that movie. I guess leave it, but whatever. It's a great movie. If you see this movie come out in the next 5 years, know they stole it from us.
Yeah.
No other possibilities.
No such thing as simultaneous inception. So like one of the things that he has to deal with is there's a heist where he's trying to steal a map of the Phlogiston that the AIM guy has been able to create. But of course he can't let anybody know that it was him. And so he segments his mind into 3 parts.
Easiest solution. First thought, best thought.
So that he can pretend to be his human self. He can also be remote piloting one of his armors, and the third half or the third of his mind
Canasta
goes
just Candy Crush on his phone.
It goes inside a computer.
I'm not far off.
And fights against AI and viruses and stuff.
Sure.
So,
I mean, there's just so many other ways to handle this situation. Even if you couldn't figure out how to explain something to other much smarter people, by the way, even if you couldn't, right? Like, you could still get people to come and just, like, some of your friends to just help you. like there's so many people who could just... He could call on to just come to the moon.
And he also can't let Udarnik know, because Udarnik knows that if Tony's eventual goal is to destroy all of the Phlogiston, because he wants to make sure that humans can't have it. And if... I
mean, off the bat, that motivation seems so odd. Like,
because he knows they're going to turn it into weapons, and it's so powerful that the whole world is going to die.
But like, you could... It makes it sound like it's an unlimited energy source.
Oh, it is. It's magic.
That it could... So it could, like, solve the energy crisis. It could, like, feed everyone. It could, like, run all the cars. It could, like, run all the power and electrical. You could get rid of nuclear power plants. You could get rid of all other power plants. You could get rid of diesel-burning engines. You could get rid of petrol-burning engines. You could even get rid of, like, the lithium mines that are needed to create batteries for cars. And all of that's just like, no, because maybe.
But none of that will matter if all of humanity dies.
But it will, because those are also things killing humanity. His logic is psychotic. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, his mind is being affected by the Phlogiston. Oh, that's the other thing, is that it turns you crazy, and so it would be bad to, like, distribute it to lots of people.
Okay, see, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But, like, just exposure to it?
Yes.
Like just
Yeah.
being in proximity to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. No, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, he doesn't tell anyone else that?
Nope.
He doesn't tell all these people who've come up here to mine it that they're all going to go fucking crazy?
Again, because the only way he knows that is because of technology that he got from Recorder 451.
Who cares?
Which
Who
he
gives a
says
fuck?
It's trying to explain it to someone else.
Don't explain it.
Well, would
just warn them.
It would just sound like he's just making shit up, and so they wouldn't believe him.
Why would he be making it up?
Because he wants it all for himself? I mean, okay, let's say that, for example, the President of the United States, any President of the United States, when they were President of the United States, claimed to discover a magic energy thing, right? And then people started to come get it, and he's like, wait, you can't. It makes you crazy.
Okay, but then...
People would not believe the president enough to still want to get the stuff.
Okay,
Right?
that's fine. But as a superhero, here,
Uh-huh.
right? Doesn't he feel there should be a level of expectation of like at least warning people of what they are choosing to do now?
That makes sense, but he's gonna make sure nobody gets any.
But aren't they already getting it?
Well, they're not. They're like building shanty towns and like trying to find it and that sort of thing.
It just does not feel like a good plan.
Oh, it's not. No, it's definitely not.
I mean, again, this is one of those situations where he seems real dumb. Like one of those things where, like, yeah, he can invent all this shit, but just any core basic minimum amount of, like, just logic is completely eludes him in any capacity.
And that is often Tony's problem, is that he, feeling like he knows better than everyone, he makes decisions for other people without even telling them.
Yeah, and they're always wrong.
Yeah.
Like, always wrong.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he made a bunch of good decisions, there wouldn't be a story to tell.
I mean, there could be. There are other people who make lots of good decisions, or at least logic, like rational decisions.
Yeah, I do think this could have used a better, other than the Rigelian technology mumbo jumbo write it off reason. It could have used a better reasoning why he couldn't share with his friends,
or just like, yeah, okay.
But anyway, he doesn't. I mean, no, because he doesn't share with his friends because that's how Tony always acts. That's his personality.
True.
Yeah,
but like, no, and I agree. But like, this is the same thought process that leads you to be like, oh, the Hulk is scary. Let's fucking against his will shoot him into space. I'm sure that can't backfire on us.
Yeah, or let's make every
superhero have to fucking register to the point where I have to kill all of my friends.
Right.
Like he's just dumb. I think
Tony makes bad decisions.
Is one of the dumbest Marvel characters I've ever heard of.
Yeah. When he was God.
You're telling me that he doesn't think that Doom could figure out how to use that?
He doesn't trust Doom. He doesn't trust Doom. Come on,
but he doesn't trust Doom enough to show him the evidence that this shit's dangerous and he'll go insane?
No, because Doom wouldn't care. Doom would take it anyway, right? Doom would just have robots do it. Doom would use it to take over the world.
That could lead to an awesome thing where Doom is just like, what? It's going to make me more megalomaniacal? I can't be more megalomaniacal. Like, yeah. I am at human maximum capacity here. Okay.
When Tony gets God power in a relatively recent story, and he's struggling with,
doesn't he go evil when he gets God power?
Yes, basically, he's struggling with, should I just fix everything for everybody? And it's not until he, in a fit of rage, kills all of his friends that he realizes, oh, maybe I shouldn't have God power.
What did Doom do with God power?
I mean, Doom just stitched together Battleworld and kind of sat on a throne. He made the Invisible Woman his wife and made Valeria and Franklin his kids.
That's
so
creepy.
That was kind of weird.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Well,
but, like, didn't he, like, as God, like when you say he stitched together, wasn't that him saving all these universes?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he took the remains of these broken universes and stitched them together into reality
to essentially
exist as
serve
opposed
as a
to not
lifeboat
existing.
for all these like remnants of these universes.
Yeah.
So like in the douchiest, evilest way possible, he was altruistically saving like all of these different places.
Yeah.
And Tony had this power and then just killed all of his friends and realized he was a big piece of shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom is better than Tony Stark.
Oh, absolutely.
Without any question.
I mean, we can prove that from the time when he was Iron Man, and he was much better at it than Tony ever was.
Yeah, that's a great point. Tony is for all of his heroics and pomp and circumstance. He's just a oh my god. He's never mind. I'm not going to bring it up, but
he's really dumb.
well, he's Elon Musk, but like
Elon Musk is the Tony Stark you get on with.
Wish, yeah. But I don't think it is. I think Elon Musk is just the Tony Stark.
No, I don't think Elon is as smart as Tony, but I guess Tony is fictionally intelligent. Like that, you know, the things that he can build aren't.
I will
real.
agree with you that he's not as smart as Tony Stark, but his decision-making process is
very
just
similar. Oh, yes,
as the
absolutely.
same.
He thinks he knows better than everyone.
I'm the only person who can do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm always wrong.
Yeah.
Like whatever choice, if there are 3 choices in front of me that are like a good choice, a medium choice, and a bad choice, I will knock all 3 of them off the table, shit on the table, roll around in it, and then kick myself in the dick.
That's how Tony makes his choices.
That's how, yeah. Fucking A. Okay.
So at the end of the story, what happens?
So as aesthetically, what does this? Because it's a space western, quote unquote, but it doesn't have like a western.
No, it's
look
very
to it.
space. Let me see if I
Okay.
can pull up the picture of the city. Like it's a sci-fi future city on the moon.
But
No,
it is
I
just-
didn't save this.
It is just very.
The ethos is westerny because it's
it's thematically a western.
it's secluded town built by a bunch of random miners,
Right.
who are only kind of working together because
And
Tony
there's
is
no
making sure they
established
play
law
nice.
outside of the people who have the might and all
Exactly.
that kind of shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So is Tony going crazy throughout the course of the story?
Yes.
Okay.
And eventually,
And none of those miners were there, and he was just alone on the moon, just screaming into the void. With one robot going, what the fuck is going? Can I get somebody else? Like, I get I've been alone for 50 years, but like this guy's fucking crazy.
that would have been fucking
Oh,
amazing.
here's a solution: have the robots do it.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
But the problem is all of the robots are owned by Doom, and so
Well, I mean, Tony can just make robots,
different
right?
robots. He could, yeah. I mean, Udarnik makes a bunch of robots.
Okay,
So
and they don't get affected by the megalomaniacal aspect of it, right?
not as far as he can tell.
Okay.
Yeah. He decides to attack Doom, and as he
Why would anyone do that?
well, he's continuing to go more insane. Let's megalomania, obsession, psychosis, hallucinations, and eventually death.
Okay, hold on. Aside from death, and I guess hallucinations, although sometimes those first 3 just describe Tony Stark.
Right, but it gets worse.
Okay.
And basically, he's like, he stops pretending, right? He stops having this sort of like trying to hide what he's doing, and he just openly attacks Doom. And he's like, to everybody, he's like, yeah, but it's Doom. And they're like, yeah, but you're just like attacking him out of nowhere. And he's like, but it's Doom. I'm doing the right thing.
Did Doom do anything?
No.
It didn't attack Tony, didn't try to hurt any of the other miners or anything?
No, not at all.
For fuck's sake.
Tony was just like, eventually Doom is going to get the Phlogiston, and that's going to be really bad, so I'm just going to preemptively
here's
attack
the
him.
thing. You're not inherently wrong about that.
Yeah,
Although
but
personally, I think that Doom would just use it to completely make Latveria perfect, but that's fine. But whatever.
But the way he went
Am I
about
too much
it
of a
is
Doom
bad.
apologist?
No, I mean, you're programmed to love Dr. Doom with all of your heart, soul, and mind.
Yeah, but I still do, even if I wasn't programmed.
And so then what happens is the real Doom shows up and attacks Iron Man back. And, and Tony's like, how are you here? I thought you were on Earth. And then Doom says...
Because anyone can get to the planet anytime they want to easily all the time, and he's Doom. I don't know. Here's multiple answers. In fact, I wouldn't even need to ask that question. Here's multiple answers. Magic. Spaceship. Magic spaceship. Any of those things.
Well, Tony knows that there haven't been any recent immigrations to the moon, and he hasn't detected any magic. Well, so Doom has been there the whole time.
Okay.
And he says, oh, yes, my robots pretend to be me so often, you see. I thought I would return the favor.
He was pretending to be a Doombot? Shut the fuck up. He is the best.
So that nobody would notice he was on the moon.
That's amazing. Was he the one who said, like, how dare you assume I'm not the real Doom?
Probably, yeah. It doesn't say that explicitly, but probably.
That's so good. He literally told Tony, I'm here. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
every time we talk about him, I love him more.
So it turns out that he's an evil version of Doom from the future.
Of course. It had to be some weird shit.
Yeah.
The story was going way too normal already. I was like, we hadn't had any future shit, any like alternate reality shit, any
just space shit.
I mean, it's been weird space shit.
Just pigs in space. So he's...
I love it more and more thinking about it. Space cops, pigs in space. He's the sheriff of the moon. It's just... look, I mean, it's insane. And it was a fucking crazy connection to make, but I'm coming around on it.
So he's created a device to use the phlogiston to create more phlogiston so that he can just have infinite energy machine.
Who is this now?
Doom did this.
Okay.
And Tony manages to defeat him by sending him back to his future, but he keeps the device.
He was more concerned about how he got to the planet than how he went back through time.
Well, so Doom explains that he did magic and...
okay, fucking told you.
And
magic, spaceship, magic, spaceship. Those are the three options.
And Tony says, I don't believe in magic, and Doom laughs at him. Doom laughs at him and says, you're standing on the moon playing with Mercury, and you don't believe in magic? This is the panel. It's really good.
I like how they drew Doom chortling at how fucking stupid. What is in this panel above that?
Yeah.
What is he being held by?
Magic.
Okay, so immediately what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Well,
I don't believe in this thing that is currently holding me, or that thing that my friend who I have fought alongside of, Stephen Strange, I've seen demons. What does that mean, Sharnold?
He believes that every source of power can be explained in repeatable, measurable ways, right? That's what science means, repeatable and measurable. And so he believes that if we studied what people call magic enough and the right way, you would be able to study it scientifically.
Okay, that's fine, but that is a semantic argument. You are being held up by magic tendrils, you dumb fuck.
That's a good point. That yeah, whether or not you think it's magic or Asimov levels of advanced science,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's still doing
in
something
this case,
to you.
You are just using the word magic to describe science that has not been scientifically studied.
Yeah.
But it is... You are a bad scientist if you are physically being grappled by something and thinking, nope, this isn't happening.
Well, to be fair, by this point in time, he has started hallucinating.
He is being elevated above the ground.
He has started hallucinating, and Doom is using illusion magics. Both of those things could make his current perceptions not actually be happening.
But what about all the times that he fought with Doctor Strange.
Well, that he doesn't have a good excuse for.
Oh, I'll give you the excuse. La 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 la. I know I'm not looking at that. Oh, fucking the stupidest character in Marvel Comics. I liked Iron Man before we started the show. I thought it was neat. He's a robot guy. He's got a suit. It's cool. Robert Downey Jr. is great.
Robert Downey Jr. is amazing.
Yeah, but
his character was never given the sort of power to abuse that Tony gets in the comics.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he's got some not great shit going on, but even when he became a fascist sort of in the movies, like in Civil War or whatever. No, he's dumb in Civil War too. He's with Winter Soldier.
You're right.
And he's with Captain America. And they've broken in and they know there is an immediate threat. And because a brainwashed Bucky Barnes from 35 years ago killed his parents, he abandons the entire world-saving mission they're on to just fight him in a sewer.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a fucking moron.
Dumb. Yeah.
And I get it. It's an emotional thing. You're dealing and struggling with but it's like every single time Batman loses to a villain because they remind him he had parents once. And you're like, bro, I get it. But you gotta, at a certain point, not let it ruin the thing you're doing 35 years later.
Yeah.
Fucking moron. Okay.
So anyways, he's able to use Doom's device to turn all the Phlogiston inert. Instead of making more, he dismantles it. And so everybody leaves and Udarnik is sad.
Oh, I'm not back. I'm not done. Hold on.
You're not done with Tony being dumb?
No, you don't get to not believe in magic. Even if you were just a guy on the street, you don't get to not believe in magic.
In the Marvel universe?
Yes.
Because...
Yes, not in our... not in our universe. Sorry. I guess I should clarify, or I sound insane. But the fourth time a actual god saves your city, you don't get to the 15th time an eldritch deity from a different parallel dimension comes in and makes everyone turn into spiders. You don't get to not believe in magic anymore.
The same way that it makes no sense to be incredulous.
Of anything.
You're saying this guy has the ability
to I am.
Turn
Obviously
water into snakes? No way!
You're it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. No, that's a very good point.
You don't get to... There is no reasonable skepticism in Marvel Comics.
That's very true.
There shouldn't be. But flat out saying, especially Tony, flat out saying, I don't believe in magic, I would bet you fucking money.
Real, tangible universe money.
That I could find you at least one, if not multiple examples of Tony using magic in the comics before this came out.
I bet you probably could. The one that comes to my head is that he went to Asgard and had Odin build him and his friends special Asgardian weapons.
You don't even need to finish the sentence. He went to Asgard.
Yeah.
You went to the hall of the Norse gods. What you're calling magic, you were just pedantically delineating a line in the sand that makes no sense. At least Reed Richards doesn't say he doesn't believe in it. He just despises it.
He hates it and says he doesn't understand it. Yeah, but he does believe in it because he's fucking seen it.
He can't not believe in it. But so is Tony. You can't not believe in it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so hung up on that, but that's just I hate that.
Well, we can blame that on the, let's see, let me read these again. Megalomania, obsession, psychosis, hallucinations, and eventually death.
God, I wish. But I'm assuming the death part doesn't come.
It almost does, but no, when he uses Doom's device to turn all the Phlogiston inert, all of the effects go away. So
how does he throw him into the future without using magic?
I don't remember.
Okay.
They were fighting.
And then something happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
you know how superhero fights go. They move quickly. There's
someone
there's
gets
a
thrown
little
into the
mumbo
future,
jumbo. Yeah.
Okay, so was that the end of his reign?
Well, everybody leaves the moon, and let me read his.
Yeah, I feel there's other things to do on the moon, like other minerals and resources. I mean, Earth, like right now in the world of tangible things, we're trying to mine the moon.
So, people tried a little desultory digging. Wait, desultory? Desultory. I don't know that word. Do you know desultory?
I've never heard that word. Hold on, let's Google it. Oh, lacking a plan, purpose, or enthusiasm. Half-hearted or unfocused.
Maybe it's a Britishism, because Al Ewing and Kieran Gillen are both British. I've noticed that a lot, that when I notice a word that I don't understand and I Google it, it's a British. Like there's a British word for pie and a British word for general that... Just like when I'm reading comics and I come across a word I don't know, I will tend to Google it.
This is just a word.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
It doesn't look like it's an idiom or anything like that. What's the British word for pie?
Oh, I don't remember. I just remember...
A phone's a blower.
It was like I have no idea... I've never heard this word. How have I never even, like, heard this word, right?
This might be one of those words that I've heard before in...
Context. You got it in context.
And then didn't remember it because I didn't need to.
Yeah.
But that's kind of interesting.
All right, so... people tried a little desultory digging for rare earth metals here and there. Some talk of lunar tourism until the energy companies switched the force fields off and the air went away. It's the smaller businesses I feel sorry for. Hold on. Yeah. It's the smaller businesses I feel sorry for. Lunar limos, a couple of the hotels, the guy who ran the hot dog stall in Schmidt's sector. A lot of people lost their homes and livelihoods betting on Tranquility Gulch, which was the name of the town.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing what I can to make it right, but still, a lot of lives taken away. And so he had to destroy Udarnik because Udarnik was going to stop him from using the device. Well, because he wanted people to keep coming to the moon.
Can't he just take him back to Earth?
That wasn't on the table.
Why?
Well,
What are you talking about?
After he had defeated Doom, while he was tinkering with the device to make it turn the Phlogiston inert, Udarnik showed up and was like, I know what you've been doing, and put him in jail. And so then Tony had to break out of jail and fight Udarnik in order to use the device. And
why wasn't the first thing he did just take him to Earth?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It never came up. Maybe Udarnik can't leave the moon for some reason.
That's a big-ass presumption to not even mention.
You're maybe Tony
like
just
one
didn't think
conversation could have solved it. Oh, my fucking God. I hate him. I hate him.
So anyways, he rebuilds Udarnik. And
then leaves him there.
And then leaves him on the moon. Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
And so the last panel of the last page is just Udarnik kind of sitting on the moon alone looking out at Earth.
What a phenomenal asshole.
It's funny, while I was reading this, I also didn't think of why not just take him to Earth. Because
where does he go after he leaves the moon?
Well, Tony goes back to Earth.
So, it's not even like he was continuing on his space journeys. He's literally going to a place that would solve all of the problems.
Yeah, it literally didn't even, the idea of it was not brought forward. I mean, Udarnik also didn't say, hey, can I just come back to Earth with you? He was always like, people to the moon, people to the moon. I want friends. Come to the moon.
There has to be a reason.
Maybe there was a reason and I glossed over it or don't remember or something. My best guess, so part of what enabled Udarnik to shoot the missile towards Hollywood, and the reason he did that is because he knew it would bring people back to the moon, is because of the Phlogiston, which had existed because of all the weird, supernatural stuff that had been happening around the moon, had, messed with stuff in a way that he was able to start building stuff. He built more robots and he built some big missile launchers. And so my guess is part of that makes him can't leave the moon.
Fuck. I mean, that's a hell of an assumption.
But yeah, here's my question. When when the Badoon destroy the moon during the Reckoning War, and then the Watcher smushes it back together, did Udarnik survive that? Did anyone even ask whether or not Udarnik is still okay?
I don't know.
I bet it hasn't even come up again. So that's
that's a hell of
space.
That is. I'll tell you. I like the Western themes.
Uh-huh.
I like the idea of the mining on the moon, and I love any good examples of Doom. And Doom laughing at him is fucking great.
You're on the moon playing with Mercury. How do you not believe in magic?
But goddamn if Tony doesn't suck.
Yeah, Tony does. I mean, okay, as you pointed out, Tony is always an idiot, but he comes off big. But again, because the Phlogiston is affecting his mind, he's getting more megalomaniacal, obsessive, and whatever.
Okay, but dumb as fucking rocks isn't on that list. Inability to follow one step to the next in a cause and effect mechanism, it isn't on that list.
This actually happens a lot to Tony. His megalomania prevents him from thinking he might be wrong. Right, so he never gives something a second thought because he assumes that he's
Phlogiston.
right.
That's just Tony. That's just all of the time.
Yes.
With everything that he does.
Yes, but again,
he is not burdened by second guesses. He first thought, best thought, literally for him, and it's not a good thought. It's just the best thought he can muster because he's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. It's a great story. Okay. Love the story. It just blows my mind how Tony is even considered a hero. Like majority of the time, it's everyone coming together to have to stop Tony from doing a fucking weird thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember the time he spied on everybody and he has he's like, even in the movies when he's arguably more altruistic or whatever, he makes Ultron.
That's true.
He makes Ultron. He makes a swarm of murder drones and just gives them to a high school student.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like I don't think swarm of murder drones is a noun that relates to the motivations of a hero character.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Like, I don't get it.
I mean, the more good points you bring up, the more I have no justification for it. Either from an in-universe side or even from a creator's standpoint. Like
the fact that they didn't even consider bringing this person who just wants companionship back to Earth. It feels like he would be very useful on Earth.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't the story they wanted to tell. They wanted to tell a Gold Rush on the Moon story.
They didn't even acknowledge not telling it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Thank you for this thorough examination of the Muppets.
Pigs in space.
If you guys have any questions, concerns, or anything you guys want compliments, you can email us, doombotspod@gmail.com. You can check out the website, doombotspod. If Adobe Premiere doesn't fuck me hard again, this episode will be on YouTube fucking eventually. Thank you guys again. Stay tuned for this pre-recorded thing that we like to play.
Yeah, and come back next week where I'm going to finally explain what Captain America was doing with that penguin.
Is this another Muppets thing?
No, it's a reference.
I remember.
It's another reference to the past of us.
God damn
to our past.
You do love your time travel.
Hey. hey, it's that clip we play at the end of each episode.
Have you memorized it yet? You can say it along with us if you like.
If you like our stuff, when we talk to you and whatnot, and you want to support our plans for world domination, then we need you to enlist in Doom's army of disposable minions.
Yeah, So what does that mean in like our actual real world?
Emails.
Right. We want to send you a weekly update about our recording schedule and hopefully other stuff like events or videos.
Plus, you get an exclusive bonus episode
Featuring my wife.
My wife.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ.
About the last 20 years of X-Men crossovers.
It really is the best way to let us know that you're listening.
And that you love us.
And I need to know that you love me. I need it. So go to our website, doombotspod.com.
That's Doom as in Dr. Doom, bots as in robots.
Because there are two of us.
Yes, and pod as in podcast.
And com, as in the internet communication, compliant, communism.
It stands for commercial, but whatever.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Just enter your email and wahaha, you are Dooms. With your help, nothing can stop us.
Or him, because we are him. Because we're the two, but this meta narrative gets really confusing sometimes. Anyway, I kind of fucked that up. Should we say it again?
No. If you missed it, you have to wait till we play it again next episode.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, a preemptive thank you, but you can't redeem it until you do the thing.
Yeah, that's how redeeming things works.
Stay tuned for outtakes.
What outtakes, though?
Like the little fun dumb clips at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And remember,
pigs in space! I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna piss on you.
Fucking what?
I don't know.
Jesus, that got it.
I was just thinking of something I could do while you were asleep.
I mean, there's so many other things.